Family of Aliens by Aidan Smoot, Period 1. On a cold and windy October night, I had just finished my chores. I crawled into bed, not wishing to be woken up. Creak! I quickly jumped out of bed and sighed. What was that? I whispered under my breath. I put on my night slippers and grabbed my flashlight. I opened the door discreetly and slowly inched my way through the dark hallway, hoping not to wake up any of my family members. I saw a white rope hanging from the ceiling. There we are, I quietly remarked. I pulled down the dusty rope and the wooden stairs came trickling down. I grabbed them right before they could smack the floor. I heard fast-moving feet above my head. I flinched going up the stairs. My palms started to sweat. I turned on my flashlight and looked around the attic. 2 rats ran for their lives as I flashed a light at their demonic eyes staring straight into the windows of their souls. Phew, I replied as I wiped the sweat off my forehead. As I turned around to go down the stairs, I almost screamed and dropped my flashlight. I looked in the corner and saw strange creatures bunched up, scared half to death. It's okay. Can I come closer? I asked. The family nodded. I hesitantly stepped forward. Where are you from? I exclaimed. The family all looked up and pointed to the sky. My mouth fell to the floor. How did you get here? I responded. They pointed out the attic window to a strange ship crashed in our backyard. The ship was so small I could carry it with one hand. My mouth fell to the ground so hard it was halfway to China. It'll be all right. No one needs to know about this. Your secret is safe with me, I stated. I closed the attic door and slowly strolled to the back door. I opened the door to flickering lights and robotic sounds. I grabbed the tiny ship and brought it back to the attic. Here you go. I have some tools you can use to repair this, I told the family. I brought my father's advanced toolkit. I went back to my room and hopped into bed, persuaded the family in our attic was all right. The next morning, I brought food to the attic and fed the family canned fruit cocktail. They seemed to like the soft and vivid flavor of the pineapple. I closed the attic as my mother was walking out of her bedroom. Hey, sweetie, I have a pest problem in my room. I think it's coming from the attic, so I called the pest remover. He's coming over shortly, my mother said. I gulped and started to sweat. I walked back to my room and wanted to save the family, but I couldn't. I knew the pest man was going to see them, so I hoped for the best. Ding dong. The pest man soon came through the front door and almost immediately went straight for the attic. I sat in my room helpless as I watched him climb up the ladder. There doesn't seem to be a problem. He fell down the attic stairs, sprinted for the door while screaming. He tripped down the stairs and ran face first into our front door, then got back up and opened it and ran outside. I laughed so hard my stomach began to hurt. My mother soon came out of her room. Wonder what that was all about, she exclaimed. That night, when my mother and father were asleep, I crept out of the bed and tiptoed down the hallway to the attic. I came up to the attic and helped them create their newly designed ship. They had finished and we were setting up the launch zone in my backyard. They all got in the spaceship and were ready to leap into the night sky. The smallest member of the family then jumped out of the spaceship one last time to give me a heartwarming hug. He hopped back into his seat and I watched them launch off towards the full moon of cheese and a smoky gust. I watched their ship decrease in size as it flew farther away. A single tear dripped down my face. I walked inside, went upstairs, and jolted to bed like this had never happened. The theme of my story is, a small act of kindness may feel like nothing, but it may mean the